Good Monday morning. G-Force, Tom Ginn, your host here this morning. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. You know, summer's winding down and we're all scrambling to get the last rush to get our kids ready for school if they're not already in school, putting in our last time off for the summer vacation. So this time of year can be kind of hectic for a lot of individuals and family, but be grateful. Just be grateful. Gratitude is a very powerful principle to apply in your life. Gratitude, it works. Today, a number of things I'll be talking about. I do have some announcements I'll bring up here in a moment about Mark Gassert and I's program tonight, Elevate Your Profits. We're going to introduce our guest there. We've got another promotion we want to share with you in and around the science of getting rich is what I'm going to be talking about today, chapter 5. But, gratitude is I believe, is when you incorporate the deep understanding of gratitude, how it changes you, your perspective. It negates negativity, gives you hope, gives you purpose. You can't occupy a negative thought with gratitude, because gratitude is a space of positive. No matter what the situation, there's something positive, even in the loss of a loved one. We focus so many times on the losses versus what the value of that person brought into our lives, and be grateful for that. So gratitude, it gives you a different perspective. It allows you to move in a space and respond versus react. So gratitude works. Today, I want to make a couple announcements before I get into lesson 5 today. But I want to make sure everybody's tagging and sharing this out to your friend. And never know who can be impacted and influenced in a positive way. It may be the message they need this day. But I'm so grateful for this moment, because when it comes to my health, and the most valuable asset I have besides my health is my time. And what I do with this moment dictates what's going to happen in the future. So I'm very conscious of it and value and grateful for this moment, because there's no guarantee that there's going to be another moment or another tomorrow. We can't take it for granted. So gratitude. Be grateful for this moment. But let me make some announcements. And I was hoping Mark would jump on here in a moment. We got the announcements for today. I just want to bring you to speed on Elevate Your Profits. Mark Gassert and I, we host a Monday evening at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, Elevate Your Profits. Elevate Your Profits. And tonight, go to Mark Gassert's website, turn on your notifications, tag your friends, because we are going to be interviewing our EIB, Elevate Your Profits guest today, Ori Spato, author. But he is the author of this book, The Accidental Gangster, From Insurance Salesman to Hollywood Fixer. And a tremendous story, wisdom, his mission. We're going to just dive into his missions and purpose in life now. Been a very successful business person in the past, but he's also had a shady part of his life in the underworld of the organized crime as well. And so you're going to hear his story. He was indicted and went to prison, but now he's coming out with a whole new clear purpose and mission to help individuals, specifically youth, to understand, don't go down this path. So that's his mission and our message. So Mark Gassert and I will be interviewing Ori Spato tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern. So turn on your notification. I'll be pushing this out as well when we go live tonight. But also, I want another announcement I want to bring here is we're talking about working out of this book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And there is a science. Everything operates by law. Our thinking, how we accumulate wealth, and our views on wealth, and how we enrich our lives. How we enrich our lives is manifested through our thoughts, from no substance to substance through thinking. So, but I wanted to, we've been working on this book. Bob Proctor has created a webinar, and I'm going to bring up that banner up. There's a webinar link here. The Science of Getting Rich, free webinar. I'm going to play a quick little video from Bob Proctor to, sign up and join in on a free webinar talking about these principles here of the science of getting rich. So I'm going to play that real quick.
The science of getting rich is an exact formula, a relationship between you and what can be. What do you want to become? Who do you want to be? How do you really want to live? The science of getting rich. It's time you learned the formula.
Yeah, so click this link below and get register for it. And of course, this is I'm Proctor Gallagher certified consultant. I've been mentored by Bob Proctor. Use his program, Thinking into Results. And one of the things we do study and teach people is this principle right here. At the end of that, there'll be a call to action. Just be transparent with you that there is a program and a course that really dives even deeper into this book, and the principle Bob teaches, which I teach as well, has shifted my life dramatically in my belief system of wealth and abundance in life, not just what in the bank account and assets and those things, but how it's enriched my life, improved my life. The science of getting rich is not just monetary. It's the wealth of life. And so that I highly recommend that you take a look at the free webinar and take it from there. So let's sort of jump in today. It's going to be a short lesson. This chapter is chapter 5. Chapter 5. Increasing life. Increasing life. And I just want to cover some principles here about increasing life and the power of your subconscious, and how it's controlling us, how it dictates our view of the world and what we incorporate. But so let's talk about chapter 5 today. First thing, I'm just going to read the first paragraph in this chapter. You must rid of the last vestige of the old idea that there is a deity whose will is that you should be poor, and whose purpose may be served by keeping you in poverty. That's a belief system. Our universe is not designed to keep you poor. It operates by law. So there's a spiritual component. Everything operates by law. So there's no deity keeping you poor. That is a belief system, an ingrained subconscious programming that you're destined to be poor. I grew up in an environment of parents that grew up in the Depression era, and they had a lack mentality, and we were destined to be poor, to stay poor. We were to be, life was supposed to be difficult, and that people that had wealth and had all those things, they were endowed by somebody more powerful than themselves to be wealthy. Now, we're not just talking about the bank. So if you have wealthy attitudes about who you are and what you do and why you do it, the other types of wealth, of manifestation of real tangible bank accounts, assets will come to you. But it really starts in a belief that there is no one that has created a deity or to keep you poor. We have unlimited potential. See, how we believe about wealth and riches has been, we can look back at our lineage, our heritage, our genealogy, and you can see that there's a distinct pattern in your family lineage. And every once in a while, there's a breakout. Somebody will do something outside, but there's usually a general consistent lineage. My parents looked at their family lineage and that, and I definitely didn't want to continue that lineage of lack mentality. It wasn't up until about 6-7 years ago, my limiting beliefs, for the first time I recognized, was holding me back. My relationship to wealth in many areas was holding me back. See, it's the seed that's been planted in the ground of your mind. And whatever you give your mind, it will grow it, whether it be positive or negative. Doesn't make a difference. The seed of positive or negative. So the universe will always operate the same way under law. If you've favored getting more or doing more, you got to become more. And what do we mean by becoming more? You've got to let go of the past, the history, all the things that have gotten you to where you're at. You have to divest yourself of that thinking and reprogram yourself into a different mindset. But it goes deeper than just a good thought. People want to be a lot of things in life. I want to be wealthier, healthier, wiser. All wants. Wants do not change anything. It's only when you understand that the desire to obtain the desired outcome is the fuel. And that's at the subconscious. We operate at an emotional level. What's your emotional quotient regarding riches? Whether it be physical, spiritual, monetary, what is your thinking? First thought. If I said $10 million, I'm going to show you how to make $10 million. First thought dictates your belief system at a subconscious level. So what we're trying to do here is that the universe it's emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, that the universe is designed for you to grow. We are not here to stay stagnant or in a rut. Desire for riches is simply the capacity for larger life seeking fulfillment. Pretty powerful. Every desire is the effort of an unexpressed possibility to come into action. When you desire, you're anticipating the outcome before it's gotten here. And then that creates the action that you need to do to improve the richnesses of your life. It takes action, not just a thought. That's what we call living substance. That's inherent law of all life. It's law. Thinking operates by law. Our belief system around money operates by law. And in my financial coaching that I do is behavior before numbers, beliefs before numbers. If you don't change your perspective, your paradigms, your belief systems, you'll continue to get the same result. So this is what this is about. The one substance, desire to live more in you, hence wants you to have all things you can use. For us to gain riches and things, we've got to have a desire to change. And it's just not one thing you want to change. It runs through everything. I call the threads of thinking. There is a thread. See, it's the desire of our God, desire of the universe. It's a desire of law that you should be rich in any area of your life. See, the universe, the law, desires you to have everything you want to have. Nature is friendly to your plans. Nature is friendly. Everything is naturally for you. It's your nature. I remember when Glenn Morshower talked in our Grow Live Academy. I don't want to get better. It's my desire. It's my desire. It's my nature to have success. It's my nature to be rich in any area that you put behind it. Make up your mind that it is true. See, whatever you feed your mind, it will, whether it be negative or positive, it doesn't judge. It just accepts. And based on that belief, you can believe in negative outcomes, you're going to get negative. You can believe in positive outcomes, you're going to get different results, positive. But here's another key point. It's essential, however, that your purpose, your reason, your why, your desire are in harmony, in balance with the all. Everything all has to align. If you want money just for the sake of money, it doesn't align with a higher purpose. Yeah, you may get some money, but guess what? It's going to be empty. It will eventually crash and burn. So the purpose of all, just not one thing, the science of getting rich. You must want real life. What does that mean? You must want real life. You know, in what I seek, people are seeking happiness and joy, peace and love. We are seeking those higher levels of law or vibration or emotions. We are seeking sensual gratification. See, when we get good results, we love that feeling of being happy, joyful, that emotional level. When you learn that that's a thinking process, you can then increase it. We can continue doing those things to give us that feeling. So how do you feel about being rich monetarily? Does it excite you? Do you get euphoric? Do you have a whole different view? If you do, that is the feeling that you want to see. All actions will support that if you're doing the things to support that feeling. This is science as well. We won't get into how that works. You do not want to get rich in order to live swimishly for the gratification of animal desires. This is not life. And what I take away from this is those are the human egos and our sexuality and all those things. It goes beyond that. It's spiritual. The physical functions of our life. We're seeking more than that. If we're focusing just on that, that's an empty path to go down. So what do you seek? What do you desire? So I'm going to cut it short here because this chapter in itself is probably 4 or 5 more pages, but I want to close a couple thoughts here. This relates to businesses. Intelligent substance, that's the way we think. Intelligent substance. Thought manifests itself into physical form, substance, actions into result, a tangible result that we're seeking. In business, and I hear this all the time, myself being in business and doing some consulting with businesses, is they're always worried about the competition. Guess what? When you have a belief of infinite supply, you don't have to worry about competition. When you compete, it negates. Keep in mind, you must get rid of the thought of competition. You are to create, not to compete for which is already created. Goes back to what we talked about in one of the previous. Everything and anything in this universe is already existence. But if you go into a place of competition, that's lack mentality. There's not enough to go around. Oh, there's a market's going to be saturated. Or my competition's doing this. I got to meet their price. You do not. You do not have to build your business on price alone. What's the value you bring? What's your purpose of what you do? You must get rid of the thought of competition. You are to create. When you move out of competition, you move to creation, and you'll find more creative ways to get your message out of the marketplace, more creative ways to build and tap into infinite supply. You move to that space, you're going to be a predominant player in your business. You don't have to take away from anybody else. A lot of times you talk to people, oh, you're in the same space, you're going to take my client away. I'm not in a competition to take anybody's client away. I'm just putting my message out, and if my message is right, that they will gravitate and do business with me. But I'm not going out there to try to take a client from somebody. Okay? You do not have to drive sharp bargains. You do not have to go to a place of pricing alone. We hear this all the time from other business coaches, in that there is a science to that. Your value, your purpose, your why will resonate with your business objective. I'm willing to pay more because I know I'm getting more value. I'm willing to pay more because I know that the person I'm doing business is working in my best interest. I'm willing to pay more because there's more value that I'm getting from somebody else. When you go to a place of price first, number one, as a consumer, usually may not be the best deal for you. And number two, if you're in business and trying to market yourself, sell your products, that's a lack mentality. And that will come back to haunt you. It operates by law. Givers gain principles. And you do not have to covenant the property rights. You don't have to be envious and jealous and all those areas. When you move to there, that negates the creativity, longing for what somebody else has. You can go out and create your own thing. Don't have to long for what they have. It may be a vision that you have, but you do not have to covenant. You are to become a creator. You are to become a creator, not a competitor. And Ron, that's a good point. Competition breeds excellence. But we're talking in the metaphor of the mindset that competition, so competition, you say, how can I get better? Can I get better? So thanks, Ron, for sharing that. Right on, spot on what you said there. Become a creator. And when you become a creator, you're creating excellence. You're taking yourself and your beliefs to a higher level. But you're not competing. You become a creator. That's the differentiations. You become better. So it's only through awareness, understanding the laws of richness. So I'm going to close with that today. We'll dive in on Wednesday. We're going to be getting back. Boy, I tell you what, this month is really good. We have no guest on Friday on G-Force, but I will be diving and finishing up and moving into the next lesson. But turn on your notifications for tonight, because tonight's guest, Mark Gasser and I, Elevate Your Profits. Here we are. we are bringing in this person tonight, Ori Spado, accidental gangster, from insurance salesperson to Hollywood fixer. He's going to share his story, his mission, his purpose is that the principles he learned, he's flipped those, and how he wants to help and influence young people. His mission to help young people not go down the wrong path in life. And he's going to draw some great parallels tonight. So join us tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, Ori Spado. So have a great morning. Gratitude. I believe gratitude is the mortar between the bricks of life. Changes perspective, gives you hope, changes how you feel, causes you to respond versus react, puts you in a place of creativity versus competition. It changes everything. You can't occupy a negative thought and a positive thought in the same space. You cannot do it. It's impossible. It's physically impossible. Now, it may fleet in and out, but you can only hold one thought. Gratitude brings you that space, change your perspective, and look at what's going on in a different set of lenses. And I use these principles in my coaching, along with vision and those type of things. But the science of getting rich. And again, I just want to make sure that if you want to really know more, here is the link in the banner here. Science of Getting Rich free webinar. Go ahead and register. And Bob's going to be teaching some of these principles. And then there's an offer to take one of the programs that I market in my coaching, the Science of Getting Rich. So full disclosure, there is an opportunity to even dive deeper. If you're looking to increase your wealth in life in all areas, it takes study. It takes a belief system. There is a science, and when you understand it, you're now in control of your destiny in every area of your life. So with that all said, everybody have a great day. I just got another comment here. Yep, we're bringing in the fixer tonight. Ron, share this out. We're just going to go through Mark Gassert's Facebook and that, so make sure you tag and turn on your notifications there. Look forward to seeing you and chime in, make any comments. We'd love to have you there. Share it out. It's going to be a great interview tonight. Thanks, Ron. And we look forward to having you in on our program in the very near future as well. So we'll talk. We're going to sign out now. G-Force. Gratitude works.